If you're like me and you're trying to lose weight by eating a healthy diet, and you find yourself in a situation where you're going to be at a social gathering, and there's going to be food there that you know you shouldn't have, you want to plan ahead and you want to be prepared to make sure that there's food there that you can eat, and hopefully it'll be food that is appetizing enough that other people might want to eat it too. Tomorrow, my church is hosting our monthly men's fellowship breakfast, and I'll be cooking sausage and pancakes. There's going to be pan dulce or donuts and lots of stuff there that is definitely off the menu for me. And so I'm going to try to make sure that there's something healthy, something filling, and something satisfying at the breakfast that I also can eat, because I'm not the only one who's trying to be healthy. There are a few other guys who are really watching what they eat as well. So I'm going to be making a very large batch of something very simple, just overnight oats. So today I'm going to make a rather large serving of overnight oats that I'll be enjoying tomorrow. I'm going to start with some Quaker oats. Then I'm going to add some cinnamon. I'll be using this soy milk, vanilla flavored soy milk, as the liquid for it. And then I'm going to add some frozen bananas that are already sliced up and some frozen blueberries. And then I'm going to let that soak overnight. That's really all there is to it. But if you want to see me put it together, feel free to stick around. I'm going to do that right now. So first you want to make sure that the container you're using is large enough for the quantity of oats that you're going to be making. I've got a cup here that's actually about 9 ounces, but I'm not going to fill it quite all the way up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 cups of oats. Okay. Now, I like to do a 2-to-1 ratio of oats to liquid, and since I have a half gallon of soy milk here, that is exactly the right amount for 4 cups of oats. Now, I'm using soy milk as opposed to almond milk or oat milk because soy milk actually has quite a bit more protein than either of those. And so by using that instead of a different plant milk, we're going to make these oats a lot healthier in terms of their macro nutrition content. So now that I've added that, I'm going to go ahead before I even stir it, and I'm going to add some cinnamon. I don't really measure the cinnamon. I just add however much I think is appropriate, and I like a lot. So that's quite a bit of cinnamon there, which will be really nice. Now, before I add the berries, I'm going to go ahead and mix the cinnamon, the oats, and the milk together. Now, I want this to be very flavorful, and I want it to have some textural variety to it and not just be plain old oats. So I'm actually going to add quite a bit more fruit than I normally would. I'm going to do about a half a bag of these frozen bananas. That'll add some sweetness as well as some good texture to the oats. And again, there's no need to measure this, just add what you think will be good, unless you're trying to specifically count calories on it, and I'm not trying to do that for tomorrow. And then I'm actually going to add the entire bag of blueberries. There we go. Now, as I mentioned before, you want to make sure that your bowl is large enough, and this one is exactly the right size for this quantity of oats. So I'm just going to mix that up. Now right now it seems pretty runny, but once those oats absorb that liquid, it's going to be a really good texture. Now I'm going to put a lid on this, and then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight. There's really not a whole lot more to this. I've got it mixed up pretty well. I'm going to take the lid, pop that right on there, and that will be ready by tomorrow morning. And we'll have some healthy oats in addition to the pancakes and sausage that everyone else will be eating. Well, all right, hey, that's all I actually have for you in this video, but that is a really easy way that you can make a large quantity of overnight oats. Just serve it up the next day as you want it, add whatever toppings you want. If you want to add some nuts to it or some flaxseed or some, raisins or anything like that, you can always add those later. I left them out right now because I don't want to put too many different things in there. I want it to be as appealing to as many people as possible. So tomorrow, while everyone else is having pancakes and sausage, I'll be enjoying some overnight oats. And you might say, well, that doesn't sound like very much fun. And that's actually where you're wrong. One of the things that I've really appreciated about this weight loss journey is things that used to seem bland and boring have become much more flavorful and fulfilling. And overnight oats happens to be one of my favorite meals for breakfast. I hope you give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you do, whether you're making it in a smaller quantity or in a large. Just remember your ratio is about 1 part oats, 2 part liquid, and you can really use whatever liquid you want. You can use water if you prefer that. You can use plant milk like almond milk or cashew milk or coconut milk, but if you want that extra protein, I'd go with the soy milk because that's gonna really pack a protein filled punch for you. So, all right, that's all I have for today. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content or if you want to hear more about my weight loss journey as I try to lose 100 pounds in 2025, please subscribe and follow the channel. Your comments are always welcome. Have a blessed day.